London's Burning starts next weekend.
This happens to be a fire station, not a playground.
Must be quite exciting being a fireman.
Has its moments.
Piccadilly Cross, England!
Yeah, well, we're all pretty close mates here.
I nearly rang you the other night.
That was you, was it?
You going to tell us about your love life?
You can be a real pig. Do you know that?
Starting next weekend on LWT, London's Burning.
And next on LWT, the world news from ITN with Trevor MacDonald.
Sometimes even the world's finest cooks need to thicken things in a bit of a hurry. But with new McDougall's thickening granules, you don't have to make heavy weather of it. No need for pre-mixing, no need for extra cooking. In fact, you'll find McDougall's thickening granules will thicken just about anything hot. Pity it can't do the same for the Atlantic. In the 50s, when young people left Britain to seek a new life in the new world, their families thought that they would probably never see or even speak to them again. To telephone in those days took a lot of patience and money. But that was before British Telecom international direct dialing. Today, the Atlantic is spanned by cables and satellites that carry thousands of conversations at a time, each dialed direct in seconds. Amazingly, the cost of a call has actually gone down. Now you can dial a relative an ocean away, in Canada, say, and talk for 3 minutes for just £1.77.
Hello, Pat?
No other country has done more to keep its families together. But then, no other country has IDD from British Telecom.
Crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate in the world.
Kerosene planets. What's the matter, Batman? It's rush hour in Gotham City and the Batmobile is big. You mean, yes, Robin, the Metro.
You weren't kidding about the traffic, Batman.
Yep, lucky we've got the Metro.
This little flyer sure is great for these city streets, Batman.
And we're gonna make it to City Hall in plenty of time. Whoa! Curses, Batman! Gotcha, Penguin.
When you've got to pick up a penguin, Metro gets you going.
Sunday, 2:30, Middlesbrough, the club that came back from the brink of financial ruin, take on Aston Villa at Ayresome Park. The home side have set their sights on Division 1, so there's all to play for. See it live and exclusive Sunday, 2:30.
Tonight at 9:55 in Aspel & Company, Anita Dobson tells for the first time why Angie is leaving EastEnders. Plus the incredible Chuck Berry, the father figure of rock and roll. And it's hello, good evening and welcome from David Frost. Michael Aspel keeps some very exclusive company tonight at 9:55. You're watching LWT.
The news from ITN.
The world's biggest heroin haul, £2 billion worth seized in Bangkok. A Soviet first, cameras allowed into an SS-20 missile base. Mrs. Thatcher accused of caving in to the European farm lobby. And shock in the First Division, Liverpool give away a goal. Good evening, customs officials in... And just as we thought of making a clean getaway. That's it tonight from the ITN Weekend News team. Good night.
A real threat now faces the country's nuclear power program. It's called electricity privatization. Watch Weekend World, live tomorrow at noon on ITV.
Good evening. A look at the weather now. Well, after all the rain we've been having lately, it looks as if we're going to have a few days of much drier weather at last. Tomorrow's certainly going to be better than today. But for the rest of tonight, there will be some more rain. Some of it will be quite heavy. Temperatures are extremely mild, though, more like what we'd expect at the end of April. 7 Celsius is 45 Fahrenheit. Winds are from the south-southwest and falling to just a light 10 miles per hour. Well, Kent and Sussex are going to get the best weather out of the LWT region tomorrow. It'll be a mainly dry day with just 1 or 2 spots of rain first thing. But the main area of rain is moving north, and although it'll leave a lot of cloud behind, there won't be as much as today. And it should thin out a little in the afternoon, especially in those southeastern areas. Temperatures will reach 10 Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit, and the winds from the south will only blow at 15 miles per hour. Well, that's all from us for tonight, but we'll be back at 1 o'clock with the news tomorrow. Good night.
Next tonight, Aspel and Company, with guests Chuck Berry, Anita Dobson and David Frost.
Tomorrow, exclusively in the Sunday Times, Derek Hatton.
I think that if I was a Tory and I was actually electing a leader, and I would certainly put my cross by Margaret Thatcher. There comes a time when questions have to be asked, who actually is the liability? And I don't believe it's Derek Hatton or Liverpool.
Derek Hatton in the Sunday Times tomorrow.
Mark and Sue have never taken good health for granted. To be sure of private health care, they became members of Bupa. And this priority was brought home to them recently when Sue fell ill. She was treated in a Bupa hospital where her problem was diagnosed with a body scanner. You see, Bupa have priorities too. No one takes a profit. Anything left over from caring for their members today is reinvested for their future, like hospitals, health screening centres, and the latest medical technology. Most people choosing private health care join